Good morning and welcome to a day in the life of someone who studies for the 75 Fluent Challenge. I don't know. I wasn't originally going to vlog today, but I realized today is my last full day in the US. And then next time I come to the US, I'll probably already be a resident here. I know I already said that like the last time I was in the US for Christmas and the time before that I'm like, oh, just this is gonna be the last time that I'm visiting for sure. Next time I'll stay. No, it doesn't happen. It just takes so much time to get that freaking visa. You know, people always say just get married, yeah, and see where that got me. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about in this video. Today I just kind of want to show you what I do to study for the 75 Fluent Challenge, which I joined about a week ago at the beginning of April. And I did decide to go with Korean just because I feel like my Korean would benefit the most. And I decided to go with Korean just because I feel like my Korean is in a really interesting place where I'm not quite functional, but I have all the theoretical knowledge because the Korean Academy 1 prepared me so well grammar-wise, and then with the Japanese background too, obviously. And so this challenge has been really forcing me to kind of get out of my comfort zone a little bit. First of all, it's been forcing me to actually do something. Obviously, that's the most important point, right? But then it's also been forcing me to kind of get out of my comfort zone a little bit, you know, do some writing and speaking practice every day. I feel like it's helping. I mean, it's only been a week, so you know the benefits are gonna come way down the line in like a few months, but so far I'm pretty happy with how things are going. The only thing that is a little weird right now is that I do everything like last thing in the day, and I don't want to do that. So today I kind of want to do things throughout the day and see how I can fit that in, maybe between other tasks or just like when there's downtime, and just see how I can do it a bit more balanced throughout the day. Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Tag. Okay, and that is 30 minutes of free flow comprehensible immersion done for today. Okay, I fled upstairs because there was a little too much commotion downstairs. We're staying with my in-laws, so you know there's always something going on in the living room. But I'm now in this cool study room with this massive bookshelf right here, and we're gonna do some Korean study, like actual, you know, study, because free flow immersion is great if you already have a lot of understanding and you know the words and you're just like really trying to focus in on the sounds and the flow and whatever. But I feel like it's not the best for actually learning something new, especially when you're at, you know, at a beginner stage like me and you already don't know that much. Then listening to something that is super fast, you don't really understand, it just doesn't feel very like a good use of my time, I would say. So I got this textbook in Korea that you've probably already seen as a prop in some of my other videos. I haven't actually gotten around to studying with it yet, and I'm super excited because I think the concept of that book is just very interesting. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm trying to figure out how to use the Refold Tracker app that you just recently launched on like a web version. I'm trying to figure out how to just quick start my activities, but I am a little confused right now. This is what listening, this is not listening though. Pronunciation and study, I guess. Sound study about grammar. Yeah, let's just put it in grammar study, honestly. And then I just call it textbook. Very creative. Okay, let's go. Okay, I finished half an hour of conjugation, like verb conjugation practice exercises. And now that that is done, I get one of these cute stickers to put on my notebook. Never too old for stickers. Oh, so cute. I don't think I'm going to get to the first chapter of this textbook, which is kind of unfortunate because I really wanted to get started, but there's so many more things in this book that I would like to read through, like sentence connectors and that. Even though I've already technically learned them, it's been a while since I had to actively use them and think about them. So I'm going to go through them again before I get on to the first chapter of this textbook. But what I think I'm going to do next is that I have these texts that I write every day for this challenge, and they're just really, small, short texts, but they really show where my knowledge gaps are and where I don't know how to use things. So I want to go through the text that I wrote over the last few days and just kind of gather all the words I didn't know and had to look up, all the grammar structures that I wasn't sure about how to use, or other things that I had to look up, and then just kind of get an overview of what might be some things that I could work on this week. I think that way I will kind of get like a weekly feedback. I can always go back, see what I didn't know, and then next week study exactly those things and kind of improve based on things that I actually need. And here I started underlining things that I wasn't sure about or things that needed correction. And then obviously I write things that aren't right, kind of like this, just above, and then I will look them up later, like today. I feel like today already helped me with, figuring out the verb conjugations again. I feel like, oh, okay, I remember all these rules now. I just there was no need for me to use them for a while. So that is really good. The next thing I think I'm going to have to tackle, because I keep noticing that whenever I'm writing, is that I don't know how to connect sentences. I can write like, I am tired, I go to bed early, I don't want to write, but I don't know how to connect these sentences naturally. And whenever I try to connect them, I ask ChatGPT to correct them for me. It's like, no, that's not how we do that. I'm like, but why? Like my Japanese brain wants to connect them this way, but I guess it's not 100% translatable how you connect sentences in Japanese and in Korean. So that's one of the reasons why I really want to get started on this book, because this book is literally all about connecting sentences, and I feel like it would be really helpful. The other thing I'm noticing is that I need to practice using the vocabulary more, because I technically know them, but I don't feel like I know them very well, not well enough to actually be able to use them. So I have been trying to write about different things, and that's going decently well, I guess. I'm going to take a break for now and then come back maybe later, more towards the evening, to do my speaking exercises. That's one of the things you also have to do every day for the challenge. I don't know if I said this already, but I modified the rules a little bit to fit a little better with what I am currently capable of doing, because I can't do 5 minutes of speaking. I just don't have enough words. I would make mistakes all the time. So I include pronunciation and shadowing and chorusing and just repeat after me kind of exercises into the speaking time as well. I also modified the reading rule, because you're supposed to read 5 pages. I don't have a physical book with me, so I'm reading a graded reader in the Migaku reader, and I'm doing 15 minutes of reading, which is just the sweet spot between, I feel like I'm learning a lot, but I feel like I'm not super exhausted afterwards. And then, the sentences, I just try to write at least 3 sentences. I try to do a little more every day as I get better, but 3 is like the bare minimum of things that I can currently come up with. And then, what is the last thing you gotta do? Oh yeah, watch 1 episode of just something. I usually watch a podcast of, the Choi Susu. Okay, it is the evening now. I'm about to head to bed, but before I do that, obviously, I first gotta do my speaking still, which is, I'm not really excited about the speaking part just because there's not too much I can say really. I'm hoping that that also gets better throughout the challenge. I really like the writing part, as I said. I feel like that's been helping me a lot discover my gaps and, you know, the things I'm struggling with. But the speaking, what am I supposed to say? So what I've been doing is just like chorusing or pronunciation practice. I think I want to lean in on the pronunciation practice a little more rather than, you know, I don't know, chorusing just feels like I'm really slow still as well, and don't really know how the sentences are supposed to flow. I really need more practice with that, but not when I don't know anything. So let's just do the chorusing thing. I think today's a chorusing day. Yeah, let's just try the chorusing for today.
여러분 안녕하세요.
여러분 안녕하세요.
하루 일과는 보통 오전에 무엇을 해요?
하루 일과는 보통 오전에 무엇을 해요?
그리고 오후에 무엇을 해요?
그리고 오후에 무엇을 해요? Okay, and we're done with that. I just realized it would probably be a better idea for me to do this on my laptop so I can use the Migaku software to kind of go back sentence by sentence. Because on my phone, I can only go back, you know, like 10 seconds at a time, but one sentence isn't 10 seconds long. And if I want to repeat the thing sentence by sentence, then I should just use something that can help me do that. So why am I not doing that? I don't know. I'm still figuring out how I want to do this whole thing. Obviously, once I'm back in Germany, my routine is going to have to change a little bit again. But I'm really happy with how much I've done today so far because we're at, let's see, we're at 1 hour and 40 minutes. I haven't even done my writing yet. And that's just because I did some here and some there. And, you know, it just adds up over time. Because usually I would be starting now and I'd be so tired by the time I'm done with my speaking and my writing. And then I'd still have to do all my reading. I'm like, no, actually, let's not do that anymore. So I'm liking this. And we'll see how I'll be able to continue with this. I'm definitely excited because I can already feel how I'm getting a little more familiar with the language again, how the structures don't feel as weird anymore, and yeah, just remembering all these vocabularies that I haven't reviewed in a long time. That's definitely something I need to battle over the next few days as well. It's just my Migaku memory. There's a huge backlog, but I'm chipping away at it because that's something you can do just every whatever in between time, right? Anyways, I'm gonna do my writing now. Probably just gonna write like 4 sentences, really short ones, then have AI correct them, and then I'll be off to bed. But I hope that this video gave you a bit of an idea of, you know, what my days look like, how I'm currently thinking about learning Korean, how I'm using this challenge to my advantage rather than just like having it fight me and do these things that make no sense. So, yeah. I guess I'll see you for another update sometime in the future. I think I forgot my notebook downstairs. Oh, no, wait, it's in the study room. Yeah. There it is. Okay, let's get this and then rewrite. So, 7th. What am I going to write about today? I don't know. I need a translator. English to Korean. 오늘은 every day. Oh, this is great. Oh, that's terrible. What am I doing? 오늘은 how do I say last? Last day. 마지막. Yeah, that's right. 오늘은 아메리카에 아메리카에 독일에 가고 and what? Wait, should it be 가서? Ugh, I don't know. Also, I didn't leave a space. Ah. Oh Oh, okay, that's fine. Whatever. Today's not a writing day. 독일에 가고 친구과 만나다 만나 wait 만날 거예요. Okay. 남편도 how do you say 모스그 모스그 yes that's Japanese. 곧 really 나도 곧 독일에 at least, you know, typing it into my phone kind of helps me practice the letters on the phone keyboard too. It's like, what is this? Why are they all over the place? You know what I mean? Okay. 오늘은 okay. This is supposed to say today is my last day in the USA. Oh yeah, it's not America. Yeah, it's 미국. I should have known that. 마지막 날이에요. And this is not a 예, but an 에. 날이에요. 하지만 독일에 가서 okay, so this is a saw. 친구들을 okay. okay. I guess I could put the 들, yeah, that works. 친구들을 만날 거예요. Okay, got that one right. At least I know my conjugations now. 남편도 곧 독일에 올 거라서 what is that form? 올 거라서 라서 oh it's the weird oh no this is way too advanced for me. Okay, I understand what's happening. 올 거라서 행복해요. Yeah, I understand what's happening here, but I don't understand how it works. I need to look into that again. And my little sticker, of course. Can't forget that. There we go. And with that, we got all things done. We studied for 2 hours today. So, it's 120 minutes. Wow. It's crazy.